as she mentioned earlier, helps entrepreneurs get more clients and make more money by publishing a book and using it to grow their business. She is actually an extreme marketer and a very entertaining speaker. So I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to let her do her thing, but I know I've known Kim a long time, and she has a story, and also has, through that story, changed her way of doing business and what she was doing because of it. She is a award-winning author of the book Write and Grow Rich: How to Use a Book to Supersize Your Brand, Your Business, and Your Bank Account. So over to you, Kim.
Awesome. So, hello everyone. And isn't it funny that I was completely unprepared for presenting today, and we have like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guests. So this is going to be interesting, but hopefully I will not disappoint and still be able to provide some value. And what I thought though, is I am actually going to share my slides after all, just to give a quick brief background about myself, because there are lots of people here that don't know me and haven't heard my story. So for that, I'll quickly share my screen, and then I'm going to talk about something a little bit different than what I normally talk about. So let me do that right now. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to slideshow, see if it works. From the beginning. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome. So this is from a presentation that I do often called How to Get More Clients and Scale Your Income Using a Book. Because of course, as you know, I am a book writing coach. So I have a signature program called Write and Grow Rich, where in 3 months, 12 weeks, 90 days, call it what you will, I take people from through my 5-step process, which is planning, promoting, producing, publishing, and profiting using a book as a strategy. So I see that I know that there's a couple of authors here on the call already, and there's a couple of aspiring and ready to be published authors, which is really super exciting. But how I got started is a little bit different. And one of the things I talk about when I'm sharing my story is how, you know, the giving yourself the power to congratulate yourself for showing up and getting out there and promoting yourself in your business. We're sitting here, for some people, it's really late. It's only 4:30 on the Pacific Coast, but there are people on the East Coast. There's people that are showing up for their businesses, and 80% of success is just showing up. So a good pat on the back for everybody here. I'm going to skip over my rules because this is just a short little quickie 10-minute presentation. I've talked to you about my book, and it's not really about a book, right? It's about marketing. So what I'm going to share with you today, though, is not that. Wait a second. It skipped right over my thing I wanted to show you. Oh my God. Okay, forget it. I'm stopping the share. I'm just going with what I know. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about my backstory. Yeah, it's going to be quick.
That's okay.
In 2015, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And this was, I call my TSN turning point of the game. It's something that, you know, we have things that happen in our life. There was somebody here that talked about loss, Karen Chaston. And, you know, it can be a job loss, the loss of a relationship, getting sick, losing a loved one to death or disease or otherwise. And these tend to be big life-changing, game-changing moments. For me, it was cancer. It doesn't have to be something so big, but it definitely was one of those moments in my life where I started taking stock of whether I felt like I was where I wanted to be in my life. And even without a big game-changing moment in your life, have you ever sat there and thought, like, I always thought I'd be further ahead than where I am right now? Well, that was where I was sitting at in that moment. And I made a decision in that moment that no more was I going to sit on the sidelines of the game of life. I was no longer going to play small. I was going to get out there and I was going to go win, and I was going to win big. So I started on my journey in personal development, and long story short, it led me to writing my first book, which was called The Financial Fitness Playbook. And after 13 years of being a struggling on the income roller coaster, I called it financial advisor, Within 12 months of publishing my book, my business had doubled. I had more clients than I could handle. And I realized, though, very quickly that one of the reasons I believe I did not have enough clients was that I didn't enjoy what I was doing. So I wasn't attracting people into my life and into my business because I didn't want to be doing what I was doing. And the other thing that cancer taught me was life is way too short to do anything you don't love to do. So if you're in a miserable job, you hate what you're doing, you need to do what you love, and the rest starts to follow. So I decided to completely pivot, switch careers, and become a book coach. So from financial advisor to book coach. I know, crazy, but it's some of the most passionate work that I'm doing right now. I'm helping other inspired entrepreneurs get creative, build this amazing asset for their business. And it is the fastest, easiest, and most profitable asset you will ever create for your business. So I'm super passionate to be able to share that now with other entrepreneurs and get them these results. So we're at 4 minutes. So what I want to talk to you about today, though, is another program that I have to help people that are already published. So you guys all know that I have the program to help people get published. But what about the authors that are already published and perhaps lacking a little bit of that knowledge or understanding or marketing wherewithal on what to do with their book, how to use it to generate leads, how to use it to create media exposure, and not media exposure where you're going to go pay for ads, but I'm talking media exposure of the free variety. So how do you get on TV, on radio, on podcasts, get on other people's platforms? How do you attract that publicity? How do you increase your influence? How do you find new audiences? How do you attract more perfect clients in your business? And how do you truly use your book to build a marketing machine that puts your lead generation on autopilot? And what I do is I show my authors how to do that and show other authors who've not necessarily used my program to create their book. And I do this in my media and marketing mastery program for authors. So it's a 12 module program where I take people through everything from the mindset of a marketer. We all know everything starts in the 6 inches between your ears, and having that mindset to be able to get out there and get the visibility is critical. It's one of the most important parts of the program that I teach. I teach about digital footprint mastery. So how to get branded across all of your platforms. So when people are looking for you, they know that they found you because you look the same everywhere. How to create a killer media kit. So everything from writing a press release to your author bio to all your speaking points, and how to get that out to the media so that you get noticed. How to create a signature talk so you can sell from stage. Another thing that people don't understand, but the power of speaking to an audience leverages your time. And this is a powerfully important skill, and one that 100% can be learned, whether you are freaked out about public speaking or not. And we address that in the mindset part 2 as well. So it's all good. How do you harness the power of other people's platforms and get more visibility? How to become a media magnet? How to create a book funnel so you can draw people into your community, into your ecosystem, and into your tribe, and then nurture them until such time as they become a paying client. How do you use social media? So although there are experts that do this more like Blair does, I do teach a little bit about how you can use social media so you're not just spamming the heck out of people, but you're actually building relationships, because creating community and creating communication creates currency. So it's how you get noticed and how you sell. We go through a 12-month media strategy. So at the end of the program, you've got 12 months of social media strategy planned out. You've got 12 months of media, so this free and publicity strategy completely planned out, so you know exactly what you're doing month after month after month for the next 12 months. No more guesswork. It's completed and done. And then the most exciting part, which is the monetizing your media section of the program. So I go over how to create that 6-figure blueprint for your business. So where Jan talks about 6 figures being the new minimum wage, 100%. There's no reason that with a great marketing strategy in place and all of these pieces of the puzzle put together, that you shouldn't be able to create a 6-figure 100K blueprint for your business going forward. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, and who I'm looking for with respect to communicating with people about this program that's starting in January. And that is, I am looking for authors. So anybody who has already published a book, isn't using it as effectively as they thought that it was going to work for them, and would like to be able to get that hand-holding step-by-step process of how to take that book and truly turn it into a marketing machine for your business. So looking to connect with authors. If you know anybody who I could reach out and speak to, or any other platforms that I could speak on, I would very muchly appreciate the referral. And I promise I will be better prepared with slides when I have that talk ready to go. So thanks very much for your time. Kimberly Day with Write and Grow Rich, helping create authorities one book at a time.
Well done. Well done. I don't think we always have to have slides. I personally don't think that, and I think you did just fine. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. And I will share my screen again.